Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is this is low. This is low. This is so low. Right now I'm showing you screen usage for today, which you just saw in those past two clips here. And I'm getting into the specific details here with this screen recording, yeah. Most of it's just YouTube usage. And oh my gosh, I didn't realize it's this off. It's this much. It's this much I'm using the screens. Oh my gosh. Using Aman Gadzi, I think his name is, his tip of using the screen widget is just making it come to light. And as I said, I'm putting this in as honest a light as I possibly can, which includes showing the lows. And this has made me very aware of how much I've consumed YouTube in the past 2 days. So it's Tuesday today, but I also showed Monday's use yesterday. And oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it's like 10 hours. It could genuinely be more. 10 hours of being on there. Yes, I create content, but that's not an excuse for it to be on this much. 10 hours overall. For it to be on 10 hours. That's basically every single hour that I've spent awake. I've been on some form of screens. Or at least it's been on. That is... Like, I knew I did this a lot, but I didn't know I did this much. I didn't have specific figures and values, but now I do, and it's like, oh my gosh. So this is the exact specifics of what I've been doing and how poor I've been treating myself. No wonder why my levels of focus are much lower than they could be. No wonder why my attention and focus is much lower than it could be. As I said, I'll show the lows and the highs, and this is a low, a major low. But from this we could build and turn it to a high. Turn it to a major high point in the journey. This in fact could be a very, very positive turning point in the journey where I experience this low, I become aware of it. I knew that I would watch it a lot in the past, but I didn't know how much. And that's for very recently, not in the far past, because I have known how to get onto screen use, but I've never known how to get screen widget before. I'm going to stop this voiceover now and get video footage for what I've used and know how much time I spent on each app on the tablet. Okay, so I'm going to go do that now. So yes, I've been able to find the stats on the tablet as well, which I'm showing now. And I'm only just further getting hit. I say further getting hit. No. And it's only now that the reality is really, really starting to set in. It didn't really set in after looking at the tablet and going through the footage that you're seeing now, meaning that when I was recording it, but in the next clip, I thought this was whoa, but no, the next clip is absolutely insane. you'll see I do the screen recording in landscape instead of portrait. I didn't actually know that worked, so I actually learned another thing. But yeah, I do it in landscape, and I find out that I went on it being YouTube, every single waking hour, even if it was 1 minute, every single waking hour, from 10 in the morning to midnight. That is, I want to say crazy, I want to say unacceptable, I want to say impressive. It's a lot. A lot. And this is like, whoa, enough is enough. I was saying this the whole time, but now it's like, whoa. Whoa. I didn't know it was like this. Where I truthfully have to now say that there's been at least one day of which I've been on YouTube, even if it was 1 minute, for every single hour that I've been awake. You're going to see it. You're going to see the pickups on the phone. You're going to see how long I've been on YouTube on certain days. Very recently, like today, for example, I think, from memory. And a few days ago in the recent past. I did say that this is going to be an honest channel where I talk about, here it is, by the way, the landscape recording. But yeah, I did say I'm going to show the lows and the highs, and I really meant that. And I'm going to use these lows and turn them into highs, because this is just making me wedge, like, yo, it's ridiculous. This is the day in particular I'm referring to. Every single waking hour from 10 in the morning to 11 at night. That's 13 hours. 13 hours. Maybe not in total, because I wasn't watching it for 13 hours straight, but within that period, I was watching it at least for 1 minute every single hour. And it seems like I watch them in like 20 to half an hour slots, it being YouTube content, which is actually quite interesting. But yeah, so this needs to get sorted out, and I'm going to do it. There's no way I'm not going to after seeing this. This is just going to be more of a reason to just actually stick to it. Not following this routine and that set of habits, but instead following the routine that I've set myself. Even if it's 25% of the way, even if it's 50% of the way, even if it's 75% of the way, I have a routine and I'm going to follow it. And this is going to be my reason why this so-called low, which I'm going to force it into a high. I'm going to force it into a high, and that's what's going to turn this around, because the footage is right there. And it's obvious that things need to change. This way of living doesn't serve me anymore, and it's taking up almost every single waking hour of my day. Creating content's not an excuse to be on it for 8 hours. It doesn't take that long. So yeah, I'm going to get to it, and that I'm going to start by following the routine. This has been very eye-opening, and I hope you, my future self, and the audience, other than myself, can enjoy these lows with me as I force them into being a high. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I will get this. I will change this, with this being my reason why I will get this done. No, do this by following the routine I've set myself. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Becoming more aware, boys. Becoming more aware. And it needs to be done. Otherwise, I'm not going to make that progress that I need to make. And if I put it out there, it shows both the lows and the highs. And that's my aim. Show proof. Be a self-improvement channel. Not in self-improvement, but a self-improvement channel. That with the lows and the highs, that with this journey there will be lows and highs. And we enjoy the highs and we learn from the lows. And then therefore make the lows highs. And then we also learn from the plateaus too. And then make those highs as well. But anyway, yeah, I've certainly become much more aware after going through these screen times. What really got me is watching it every single hour from 10 in the morning to 11 at night. That's what really got me. And that's what I'm going to remember in my mind to stay focused. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I just want to say Jesus or it's just something. But yeah, man, this is it. This is the reality. But as I said, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to force this into a high. We learn from the lows and turn them into highs. I'm not going to allow myself to stay the same way. YouTube consumption has been a weak point of mine because it's been a weak point of mine for years because I haven't solved it long term, but now is the time. I have a more than solid reason as to why. Just look at the footage and the statistics, man. Just look at it. And I'm not going to stay the same guy anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you, I will not do that.